watch for it.
What's up, y'all? We here. Church guys like sports too. I need y'all to tune on in. Let's go. We got some sports to talk about. Where all my football fans at? Come on, King 687. Yo, clap your hands right where you are. We here for another episode of Church Guys Like Sports. We got some football to talk about. You must come in at the door. Anybody remember this song? Doobie Powell, what up, man? I'm sorry about them Patriots. All my Connecticut people, my Boston people, I'm so sorry about your Patriots. Sing, Mother Gibbs. Listen to her. All right, that ain't your team. All right, good. I'm glad it ain't. What's up, Eric Morgan, Larry Camp? Okay, Google, turn it off. What's up, y'all? We here for another episode of Church Guys Like Sports too. And I'm telling y'all, you can love God and you can still love sports. It don't take nothing from you. Amen. And I tell all my pastor friends, you know, let's be nice during this football playoff season. Don't keep us in church all day because we want to get out and watch the football game. And some of y'all don't know, pastors want to watch the game too. Y'all think only the fellas in the audience want to watch the football game. The pastor want to watch the game too. The deacons and the elders want to watch the game too. I got one better for you. Some of the church mothers want to watch the game. Some of the sisters in the choir, they want to watch the football game. So this is what this is. Church Guys Like Sports 2. We almost at 2 years running for this show. Oh yes. Now let me tell you something. I got to talk about the New England Patriots. Because I can't stand the Patriots. I got on my Knicks hat, but I'm about to shift it. We're going to put on the Jets hat. I cannot stand the New England Patriots. And nobody, what up, Lo? Nobody from New York likes any teams from Boston. We don't like the Celtics. We don't like the Red Sox. We don't like the Boston Marathon. And we don't like the New England Patriots. We don't like the Boston Bruins. Boston always stealing our stuff. First we had the New York City Marathon, and then they gonna come and do a Boston Marathon. And they got blown up. I ain't laughing. I ain't making fun of that. That was horrible. But stop stealing people's stuff. We got the best team in the NBA, the New York Knicks, and here they go. They come with the Celtics. We got the New York Giants and the New York Jets. Before the Patriots won anything, the Giants and Jets were winning Super Bowl, and here come the Patriots with their cheating selves. Sick of them. So I am glad that the Patriots are out of the playoffs, eliminated, finished, and Tom Brady is somewhere right now busy doing nothing. I say busy doing nothing. Tom Brady is done. Tom Brady needs to retire. All these folks, oh no, he's all right. He ain't got no weapons. He ain't had no weapons last year and they won the Super Bowl. He had no weapons the year before that. Tom Brady needs to retire. It's better to retire now than wait a couple of years and get hurt and be in a wheelchair retired. That's what Peyton Manning did. Peyton Manning waited till his back and his neck was messed up. Peyton Manning can't even turn his head. He walked like this. Tom Brady, if you can hear me, and they tell me that your wife is putting that demon juice on you. They say Tom Brady's wife practices witchcraft and sprays his body with demon juice. Yeah, that's what they tell me, allegedly. What's her name? Okay, Google, what's Tom Brady's wife name?
Gisele Bündchen.
Bündchen. Gisele Bündchen. Bündchen. Gisele Bündchen? Yeah, she's that model lady, and she's into witchcraft and stuff, and they say that she's the one that keeping Tom Brady young. But something happened this year. Tom Brady ain't look young. Look, you keep playing with that devil roots and them witchcraft, I bind that witchcraft up. You keep playing with that stuff, it'll come back to bite you in the butt. And Tom Brady is done. He needs to retire. It is over in New England. Next year, they ain't even going to make the playoffs. You know why? Because my Jets, we finished 7-9 this year. My Jets going to take over next year. And who did the Patriots lose to? The Titans. The Tennessee Titans. That's who they lost to. What's the quarterback? I believe it's Ryan Tannehill. He ain't no superstar quarterback. You know it's time for Brady to leave when Ryan Tannehill outplays him. I'm a better quarterback than Ryan Tannehill. And they couldn't cheat their way out of this one. And they lost in New England at Foxborough. Oh, don't you tell me there ain't no God. They lost in New England. Beverly Brown, the Jets we are going to the playoff next year. You watch. Tom Brady lost at home. And I feel bad for Bill Belichick because he knew Tom Brady was coming to an end, and that's why he wanted to keep Jimmy Garoppolo. And you know where Jimmy Garoppolo is? Out there in San Francisco, still in the playoffs. And Tom Brady is home. He's home early. Yeah. Somebody go I got a guy named Bishop Shelton that lives by the Patriots. He always talking all this Patriot talk. I ain't heard him say nothing. I ain't heard nothing from him. He be calling me, oh, my Patriots just did this and that. I ain't heard nothing from him. Where you at, Bishop Shelton? Where you at? Now, that's the pick. I'll come back to Tom Brady and his washed up self. He's washed. You got to know when to hold him. You got to know when to fold him. You got to know when to run and when to walk away. Get out of this league, Tom Brady. You've been here 20 years. You're 43 years old. I know folks 43 years old that got grandkids. I know one lady, 35, and got 2 grandkids. So it's over, Tom Brady. Call it quits. Go enjoy your family. And then somebody told me, oh, he's going to leave the Patriots and go to another team like the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Yeah, William Brown said the Patriot fans are on suicide watch. Don't nobody know where they at. Can't nobody find them. Now, let's come over to the NFC. Because I got all these Eagle fans that have been talking junk. All of these Eagle fans that have been acting like Carson Wentz is the best thing since sliced bread. All of these Philadelphia Eagle fans that act like they were going to the Super Bowl because they won the NFC East. Yesterday, the Eagles got put out at home by the Seahawks. And let me tell you something. I told y'all should have never let go of Nick Foles. Because just like I thought, what happens in the first series of the game, in the first quarter, Carson Wentz gets hurt. This man cannot finish a season. Lord have mercy. Carson Wentz can't finish a season. So the Eagles, they out there, they balling, and here go Carson Wentz gets hurt. Now, if they had Nick Foles would have came in the game again and won the game and took them to the Super Bowl like he did them that other year. Because I told you before, it was not Carson Wentz that took the Eagles to the Super Bowl. It was Nick Foles. And Carson Wentz got hurt, and that was it. They brought in some quarterback. He about 80 years old, Josh McCown, thinking he going to do something. And then he crying at the end of the game like he actually had a chance. You big dumb, you going against Russell Wilson. You ain't had a chance. The Eagles suck. They barely made it to the playoffs. And the Eagles are home, busy doing nothing. The Philadelphia Eagles are home, sitting down, doing nothing. And I told y'all, because this is my Super Bowl pick. I'm trying to tell them, Nick Foles is the reason they won the Super Bowl. If they had Nick Foles, when Carson Wentz got hurt, and it wasn't even that bad of a hit. I got hit harder than that in prayer lines. Oh yeah, we got a lady at our church. You come up for prayer, oh, she gonna get you. I ain't gonna tell her name, but she will karate chop you down. Bop, 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 bop. Get that devil out of you. Yeah. And he goes down. If Nick Foles would have came in that game, they would have won that game. They would have won that game. It's a shame you'll let go of Nick Foles. And you know what else? Nick Foles confessed to having the Holy Ghost. And I'll take my chances with a Holy Ghost quarterback. That man didn't get hit that hard and left the game. And here comes Josh McCown, who can't throw past my grandmother. And they think they're going to win. And he out there crying, I thought we were going to win. You didn't think you were going to win nothing. You ain't played quarterback. Matter of fact, he was retired. He was working for ESPN, and they bought him out of retirement because they ain't had no backup quarterback. You ain't winning nothing. You knew that. So the Eagles are done. This is my pick, and my picks are still there. The Seahawks against the Ravens. 2 black quarterbacks. And I'm going to say it again. We're going to call the Super Bowl the Chitlin Bowl. I'm going to call it the Chitlin Bowl. And I want to see a Super Bowl commercial with chitlins. Some of y'all that speak properly, chitterlings. We're going to see a Super Bowl commercial with chitlins. I'm sick of seeing Dorito commercials. I'm sick of seeing Taco Bell commercials. Papa, we want to see a chitlin commercial. Because they're going to be the Ravens with that black Lamar Jackson. And Lamar Jackson, now Russell Wilson black too, but Lamar Jackson a different kind of black. Lamar Jackson is your cousin from down south black. Russell Wilson is your adopted cousin that got mixed blood in him. And I was telling, this is a whole nother sidebar. I was telling folks, be careful getting these blood transfusions. A lot of folks be in the hospital, you know, they got low iron and stuff. I told my wife, don't you get no blood transfusion, because you don't know whose blood you're getting. Because if you get somebody Puerto Rican's blood and you black, you start speaking Spanish. That's what I heard. You better be careful what kind of blood you get. And I think Russell Wilson ain't got all black blood. He got some Hawaii blood in him. And I still, he's black, but I still don't quite trust Russell Wilson. Because he got that little curly hair. And his wife is Ciara. Listen to me. His wife is Ciara. And Ciara, if you know, you got to go back in the history, Ciara is a hermaphrodite. Yes, she is. Ciara is a hermaphrodite. And them hermaphrodites, oh no, Shaq, I'm going to speak on your Eagles because the Eagles fell down. The Eagles suck. Y'all thought they were going to the Super Bowl and they are home. I told y'all. They lost at Philadelphia. Ciara is a hermaphrodite, and if you don't know what a hermaphrodite is, that's them people that got both the things. They got both them things. They got I'm trying to you know what I'm talking about. She got the man thing and the woman thing, and they can make the choice on which one they're gonna be. Now, I don't care how fine you is. Listen good to Pastor David right now. I don't care how beautiful you is. If you had a penis, I ain't marrying you. I don't care. Listen to me. If you had a hello, I don't care if you got it cut off. You ain't gonna be my wife. Oh, she fine. I don't care how fine she is. She had a penis at one point. Don't y'all play with me today. Don't y'all start with me today. So I don't quite trust Russell Wilson. Or not all the way. I know he's a brother. He's one of us. But he had that, his wife had a third leg. It got it chopped off, and because she had both of them, she had that hermaphrodite thing. And if you got that, no, we'll be cool. You ain't gonna be my wife. No, because what if that thing grow back? Them things can grow back, you know. What if that thing grow back? Woo! It'll be smoke in the city. Now, Lamar Jackson is a different kind of black. He's that down south black. Russell Wilson is West Coast, Hawaii black. I better get off of this. I don't want to get in no trouble. Because you got to be politically correct now. You can't say different things. Everybody's so sensitive, and I don't want to get a inbox from the hermaphrodite community. Everybody got a community now. Oh, we the R-word community. We the LABCG community. I don't want to get on nobody's bad side, you know, because they say Pastor Wright is politically incorrect. And he always saying something going to get him in trouble. So I'm going to leave that alone. But that's what it's going to be. Russell Wilson, the Seahawks against Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. You all watch. All right? So I believe Brady needs to retire. And the Eagles are done. Carson Wentz, y'all need, they need a whole nother. I don't trust Carson Wentz to get them to the Super Bowl. And he getting a lot of money. He getting a lot of money. Carson Wentz is getting a lot of money. Yes, he is. He's getting like $130 million, but he ain't showing no results. Now, in other news, where them Saints fans at? Oh, when the Saints go marching in. I don't understand how the Saints keep losing at the last seconds, the last plays of the game. And then they want to say, oh, stop blaming the refs for everything. I'm sick of y'all, Saints. You don't want to blame the refs for everything you go through. If you start balling from the kickoff, you ain't got nothing to blame the refs about. And y'all don't pay the Saints no more mind in the regular season. Because regular season, they scoring 40 points, 50 points. What's that boy, Drew Brees, throwing for 500 yards, breaking records. But in the playoff, he don't show up. Oh, when the Saints go marching home, that's where you're marching. And you'll let the Minnesota Vikings come into New Orleans and beat y'all in your own home. And I'm going to tell y'all, the one year that the Saints won the Super Bowl, that was planned by the NFL. The Saints won that Super Bowl to bring more money into New Orleans so they can get over Hurricane Katrina. That's what that was about. That's the year they won the Super Bowl, the Hurricane Katrina year. Because some of y'all don't know, they was using that their stadium as a shelter. Folks was in there taking baths and whatnot. They used it as a shelter for the hurricane victims. So they let them win the Super Bowl, and they brought hundreds of millions of dollars back to the city to help rebuild the city. If it wasn't for Hurricane Katrina, the Saints would have never won that Super Bowl. That's a nice thing that the NFL did. But Hurricane Katrina is over. It's over now. Now you got to really play. And I know last year they kind of got robbed with that pass interference. They trying to say they got robbed this year. No. Y'all let Kirk Cousins put that work on y'all. Kirk Cousins. Of all the people. And a lot of folks get on Kirk Cousins. I tell you one thing, he making money and he's still in the playoff, and Drew Brees on his way home. The New Orleans Saints, and some of y'all picked them to go to the Super Bowl. I know you had the Saints in the Super Bowl. I told y'all, they ain't going to no Super Bowl. It's going to be Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens. So shout out to Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings. They put that work in. When the Saints go marching out. That's right, Spoonie. So now one more game happened, and that was the Buffalo Bills. And for y'all that don't live in New York, Buffalo is a New York team. But we don't count Buffalo as New York. Because Buffalo is actually 6 or 7 hours away from New York City. Buffalo is really a Canadian team. That's a Canadian town. So we're not counting Buffalo as New York. And a lot of folks say, oh, ain't Buffalo in New York? No, listen, Buffalo, you got to fly. You got to catch a flight from New York City to Buffalo. Buffalo way up there. And they were balling good. I thought they were going to win. But there's another black quarterback out here killing. And his name is Deshaun Watson. See, these are black names. Deshaun, Lamar. Russell got that. That ain't even really a black name. But Deshaun Watson, I'm telling you, that boy is the truth. He ain't Pat Mahomes, and he ain't Lamar Jackson. But Deshaun Watson can ball. This is the player of the year. 2 guys came on him and crushed him. He didn't go down, stayed up. They went down, and he threw a pass for first down. Y'all be on the lookout for them Texans, because Deshaun Watson is here to ball. It ain't gonna be easy for Pat Mahomes and Lamar Jackson to get to the Super to try to get up there. Y'all be on the lookout for Deshaun Watson, because that boy can ball. Now we have some NFL news. All of the Cowboy fans, let's clap our hands for the Cowboy fans, because they have now gotten a new head coach. And you know what? This is a Super Bowl winning head coach that they have. His name is Mike McCarthy. He used to coach the Green Bay Packers. And this might be something good for the Cowboys. I might see the Cowboys in the playoffs next year. Because Mike McCarthy is a dog out there, y'all. He took Aaron Rodgers to the Super Bowl. Hold it. You see how quick Salters, not so fast. You see how quick that happened? You'll get a new coach. All of a sudden, you're going to get a ring. First, let's make the playoffs. Let's win the NFC East before we start talking about Super Bowl. And Dak Prescott got to get his stuff together. You are not getting $40 million a year. They ought to give that. They got to pay that man, but he better not be the top paid quarterback. Dak Prescott do not need to be the top paid quarterback. He didn't even make the Pro Bowl this year. He wants 40. I say give him about 33. And he better take it. He better take it. So I see the Cowboys making the playoffs next year, because a lot of the problem with the Cowboys was not the quarterback. It was not their running back. It's definitely not their offensive line. It's not their wide receivers. It ain't even their defense. It was that coach, Jason Garrett. And it is reported to me that Jerry Jones had Mike McCarthy spend the night at his house last night, finalizing the deal. What is it with Jerry Jones? What is it with Jerry Jones having these sleepovers with these grown men? I don't know. I don't know about that. Because that's why he was so connected to Jason Garrett. They always having sleepovers. And you know how them old white billionaires get down at the sleepovers. I'm just saying. So, shout out to the Cowboys. They got Jones got some secrets, man. I don't know. I don't know why these folks keep spending the night at this man's house. Yeah, look, I'm a grown man. I got kids. I'm 41 years old. I don't have sleepovers with men. Well, listen, we don't have pajama parties. Okay, let me fix some of these church folks real quick right now. If your pastor want to have a pajama party with you, and you a grown man, don't you be no fool. Go on some man's house talking about a pajama party. What y'all gonna do? Make cookies and milk? What are you gonna do? I understand a men's retreat, and that's the problem. That's the problem. I understand, certain men's retreats and all this stuff like that, but pajama parties at some dude's house? And you a grown behind man? What's wrong with y'all? That's probably why they don't, a lot of folks. I got real men at my church, and a lot of times some of these folk come, they don't feel comfortable because pastor don't hang out with us. And listen, I ain't hanging out with. I ain't going to everybody's house chilling and hanging and having pajama parties. You kidding me? I got a whole wife and kids. I got a 23-year-old son. We ain't having no pajama party. You come to my house, your man pajamas. And any man that got SpongeBob pajamas, I question that too. You better get you some real man pajamas. And they do that stuff. They do this stuff, going. And I stayed in the room with people go to convocation and stuff, or we going out of town on the gigs. I prefer to have my own room when we doing that stuff, even when I'm traveling with my pops. But if I'm going to stay in the room, it's going to be 2 beds. Y'all watch that trick too. It's going to be, make sure it's 2 beds in there. I'm going to leave this alone. And we're gonna move on over. But don't be having no pajama parties with no grown men. Jerry Jones. Now the Vikings, who the Vikings play? Okay, Google, who do the Vikings play next?
The Vikings will be playing the 49ers on Saturday at 4:35 p.m.
Listen, the 49ers ain't nothing to play with. Jimmy Garoppolo been balling. I don't know why they call him porn star Jimmy. I don't know. But Jimmy Garoppolo been balling. And I know Kirk Cousins had a good game. But them 49ers, they got that boy. What's that boy? Richard Sherman. He ain't going to throw all over Richard Sherman like that. This Kirk Cousins ain't going to throw all over Richard Sherman. Okay, what happened? Jacob need to know why. Jacob Peacock, let me fill you in. The Cowboys got a new head coach. His name is Mike McCarthy. And Jerry Jones, the billionaire owner of the Cowboys, had Mike McCarthy spend the night with him. And in the morning, they came up and woke up and they reported a brand new deal. I want to know what happened in that pajama party. I want to know. And could you ever imagine that this playoff, Tom Brady would be out? Drew Brees would be out. Carson Wentz would be out. Look at all these franchise quarterbacks that are out. And these mid-level quarterbacks are still in. Kirk Cousins still in. Jimmy Garoppolo still in. Deshaun Watson still in. All right? So shout out to the Cowboys, yo. Good. I'm glad you got McCarthy. Let the man coach. You know what? Tom Brady going to the Chargers might be something because I think Phillip Rivers going to retire. Phillip Rivers, I really think Eli Manning should retire too. Let me get your Giant fans. Eli Manning, Mike Miller, you are crazy. Grease flying all over the place. Eli Manning needs to retire. He talking about, I want to come back and play for another team. No, go sit down somewhere. Now, another thing, and I really like this guy, Tua Tagovailoa, what is his name? Tua Tagovailoa, whatever his name, the Alabama quarterback. I really like this dude because he has a strong faith in God. Because a lot of people will get on TV and say, I want to thank the man upstairs. I want to thank my Heavenly Father. I want to thank God. Tua says, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, who is the head of my life. I like that belief in my quarterback. And he has decided to come out of college and go to the NFL. I think he's going to be a real good quarterback when he comes to the NFL. I know he had a little hip surgery, but if you give that boy a year, he is the real deal. First of all, he can run and he can throw that ball a mile. Yes, and Lamar Jackson is like that as well. Lamar Jackson, he got saved grandparents. Lamar Jackson's mama spoke in tongues. He scored a touchdown. They showed a clip of her. Yeah, she was going in. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. Because, and my problem with the NFL, they don't mind somebody coming out and saying they're gay, but if you come out and say you're a full-blown Christian, they slander you. Everybody got rights except for us. Everybody can say what they want to say except for us. No, stand on your belief. But two are going to be good. He might have to sit for a year and recover. But whoever drafts Tua, they getting a good quarterback. He decided today that he coming out. All right? So that's good news. Let me talk about my Knicks. And a lot of folks say they don't believe in moral victories, but I do. My Knicks right now are in L.A. We just played the Clippers last night, and we only lost by 3 points. I'll take that. We only lost by 3. That's a victory in my. When I see that, I say we won by 10. Because the Clippers, who've been beating everybody's tail, only beat us by 3 points. And I'm telling you, the Knicks have turned it around. I'm not looking for us to go undefeated. I'm not thinking that. I didn't think the Knicks were going to go 82-0 this year. But I want them to play hard. And as long as we play hard, we got a chance to make the playoffs. I really believe it. Because we got one of the best centers, Mitchell Robinson. Marcus Morris is balling. Frank Ntilikina. We got a good squad. And I really think the Knicks got a chance to sneak in the playoff this year. If Jason Garrett goes to the Giants, that should serve all the Giant fans good. Because the Giants made fun of the Cowboys so much. You see, Giant fans and Cowboy fans don't get along. I got a married couple in my church that's a Giant. She a Giant fan and he a Cowboy fan. And it's hilarious. But if the Giants get Jason Garrett to coach them, you know how crazy that would be? That would be the dumbest thing that anybody could do, Teddy. Because Jason Garrett is a horrible coach. And the only reason he had that job because of what was going on in them pajama parties with Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones likes to play footsies, I hear. It's reported to me that when you go to dinner with Jerry Jones, he takes off his shoes and tickles your feet. He tickles your legs with his feet. I don't know what he into. Maybe he got a foot fetish. I'm telling y'all, watch these white billionaires. What's the other billionaire from the Patriots? Robert Kraft. He got caught down in Florida at a brothel. He had all these little girls, and I heard he wasn't having sex with them. He had them tickling his back. He said, tickle my back and tickle me under my underarm. You see, they got these weird little likes. When you reach a certain amount of money in billions, you start getting weird likes. Oh, tickle my underarms. You about to go to jail so somebody tickle your underarms. What kind of craziness is that? And Jerry Jones is into that craziness. Hugh Hefner too. You know, he was rich. He done went home to be with the Lord. I heard he got, all right, let me leave that alone. But back to my New York Knicks. We are back. We play the Lakers tomorrow, and watch what we do. Watch what we do to them Lakers. I can't wait. LeBron, get ready. Yeah, I know the Lakers, they broke some record last night with block shots. I don't care about that. LeBron, you get ready. Because we coming to your town tomorrow night. And we're going to walk up in there and we leaving LA with a win. Mark my word, the Knicks going to shock the world tomorrow. Tomorrow's our championship. We're going to leave LA and leave LeBron with a win. Now, I'm going to close out. Again, this is an episode of Church Guys Like Sports 2. Tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I want to talk about basketball, and this is something I think this is very serious. LeBron James has a son that's in high school. He's a freshman. They call him Bronny. And they are airing this boy's games on ESPN2. And everybody is expecting this boy to be as good as his father. And that is so unfair. First of all, LeBron James was a freak of nature. I seen him play in high school. In high school, matter of fact, even when LeBron first came in the NBA, they talk about he was 18. When LeBron came in the NBA, he was already 35. You are not no 18-year-old with mustache and beard and your hairline. You're already going bald. Who going bald at the age of 18? That boy was already 35 when he came into the league. So we gotta, now they're putting that same pressure on his son, who is only 14 years old. Him and Dwayne Wade's son play on the same team. And they are playing his games on ESPN2. And I'm telling you, I know what it's like to try to have to walk in your father's footsteps. When you got to try to be your pops, it can really depress you, because that boy at 14, he is not LeBron James. LeBron James was already at this age like 6'6", 6'7", 230 pounds, 240 pounds. So he was dominating. And Bronny ain't even starting for the team. He's not even a starter. And they got all this pressure on that boy. I'm telling you, if I was ESPN, I would fall back. Because they only showing the games on TV because Bron's son on there. They got to fall back because they're going to ruin this kid. I seen it happen with Michael Jordan's son. Michael Jordan had a son that was playing high school ball too. And he was good. But then Eric Gordon balled out. Eric Gordon gave him 45 points. I watched that game. And nobody heard from Michael Jordan's son since. That boy disappeared off the face of the earth. So I'm hoping that this boy don't try to go straight from high school to the NBA. He got to develop more. LeBron was ready. But let's remember, LeBron was a freak of nature. That boy was already 6'9", 35 years old, 280 pounds at the age of 18. So, LeBron, if you can hear me, fall back, don't push it, support your son. And it ain't, I don't think it's LeBron. LeBron don't care if he a ball player, doctor, lawyer, whatever. He ain't got to go to the NBA to bring his family out the hood. They already doing good. LeBron's halfway to $1 billion. But it's the other people, when they see it, they want to compare and do all that stuff. It's not fair. So let Bronny ball out the way he can. And don't put no unnecessary pressure on him. All right? This has been an episode of Church Guys Like Sports. You can sow a seed on here. $ David Wright Music. That's our Cash App. $ David Wright Music. And what the heck just happened? There we go. And I want y'all to get our new single. It's called Mighty Long Way. And I'm expecting it to do some great things in the beginning of this year. It's getting ready to start getting into radio rotation. So go download Mighty Long Way by Pastor David Wright. I'm telling you, you're going to love this song. Featuring Keith Wonderboy Johnson, one of the greatest quartet singers in the whole wide world. All right, y'all. Peace out. Tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Instagram Live, Facebook Live, and we also on YouTube. Church Guys Like Sports too. Peace.